Okay, today is July 8th, 2025. I have the honor to introduce and interview Syniyah Grigsby, class of 2028. This young lady is a beast of a player. She stands about 6'2" and still growing. She just finished her freshman year at North Mesquite High School. This young lady is going to take the world by storm. If you don't know her, you're about to know what her name is now.
She's a what's her name?
What's her?
What her name?
What's her?
She's a what's her name?
What's her?
Allow her to introduce herself.
Her name is
She's a what's her name? Watch her. What her name? She's a what's her name? Watch her. Allow her to introduce herself. Her name is.
Come on, Nichole. Come on.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Bring them in. All right. So this year, I had the surprise and pleasure to walk into North Mesquite High School and see somebody that stands about 6'2", wearing goggles, and I do observation. So when I walk in the gym, I still have that heart that I want to size up the kids and see what they could play like. So this young lady wears number 13. Introduce yourself. Tell them, what is your name? Tell them your name. Let's go.
My name's Syniyah Grigsby, class of 2028.
Now let me tell you what took me by surprise. I shouldn't have walked into North Mesquite surprised to see her. I should have walked in North Mesquite already knowing of her. So this is why this show exists, because I love surprises, and that was definitely a great surprise. And then I had the pleasure of refereeing her AAU team. So tell them what AAU team you play for.
Texas U, 16U.
And this gentleman on the side of her has done me the honors of being able to interview his daughter. And Dad, introduce yourself, because it takes a village. And this is why I tell people I want the parents involved, because it's a village.
Leroy Grigsby.
Tell him a little bit. Now, this baby plays 1 through 5. He's tried to downplay it. Oh, she played 3 through 5. No, this girl is an all-around baller. She has great ball handling skills. She has great shot selection, which I love, because some people, just because they can, they do, but they don't take great shot selections. But this young lady actually has a basketball IQ. So, Dad, when did you know that she was gonna be this type of player, or she had the talent or the eye for basketball?
I mean, I didn't really know what it was gonna turn into. I think she started playing when she was probably in the second grade, and it was YMCA, so it was a bunch of kids being introduced to basketball. And I think he played on a team that they was already pretty good. Well, they was little kids, but they was the winners of the league. And she just kind of ended up being on the team just by, we signed up and that's who they put us with. And they were winning. I still remember the coach told me, he was like, before she came, we was winning games like 10-5. And then when she came, we started winning games 30-5. And that was before she started like training or actually working on it. That was just her going out and being in the gym with me and watching me play, and she just went and played. So third grade was when she found out about the WNBA. And because she started making statements like, I want to go to the NBA. And I was like, well, you can't go to the NBA. You can go to the WNBA.
What's a W?
And, she asked what that was, told her about it, and she basically was like, that's what I want to do. And I was like, well, I can't guarantee you'll do that, but I can give you everything I can give you to see if we can get you there. And literally, when she was in third grade, she started doing full-fledged workouts. Only a few times a week, probably like 2 times a week. And then over the years, it just amped up more and more and more.
So nice. So dad has introduced you to the skill set of basketball. So so tell me, because a lot of times, parents work us out, they work us pretty hard. So give me some background as when you started picking up on the skills and started kind of making it your own.
Um, Probably like mid third grade, I started working more skill set wise instead of just going out there doing something. Probably just learning the fundamentals of it and then working my way up.
Because the one thing that I love about your game is that you have a true jump shot. Now you already stand about 6'2.5" on your way to 6'3", but this baby actually has a legitimate jump shot. And most girls that have that height are afraid to leave the floor. But I love the fact that you have a jump shot. So tell me a little bit more about that. About when introduce your basketball IQ. So you picked up about third grade, mid third grade. You start kind of taking it to heart a little bit. You still haven't even been creative yet. You still playing the game by foundation. So tell me about what did dad put in you for us, like when to take a good shot, when what to do with what he put in you.
Um, I developed a jump shot because of him, because he can shoot too. And then he just he put his jump shot into me basically. And then we would work on scenarios with defense and be like, this one you need to shoot it, this one you need to pass it, all that kind of stuff. So once it started to translate in the game, it would start working more and becoming more consistent.
And one thing I also love is that your post moves, like you are not afraid to play with your back to the basket. And the one thing I really enjoy is that when you play with your back to the basket and you see the double team coming, that you have the IQ to pass it out versus trying to force something to happen. So give me a little bit more feedback because most people don't want to share the ball, but I love the fact that you do. So tell me about how you like to get your teammates involved in what you're doing.
For one, I be getting yelled at for passing too much sometimes. So also post game back to the basket, I love that cross court pass, on the opposite side. It leaves them wide open for them to hit a shot. But also I like getting my teammates involved because then everybody we all just come together as one once everybody starts getting involved.
It takes five, and that's one of the things I saw because, like I said, I walk in and I do a scouting report throughout the game, and that's one of the things that I enjoy is that you're not trying to force a shot, that that you do get your teammates involved in everything. So, what out of these five positions, what is your favorite position?
Um, Probably did three or two.
Oh, okay, a shooting guard or a wingman, huh? Now, are you the shooting guard that moves well without the ball, or do you just want to stand in one position?
Um, it's like 50-50, but I kind of got to work on it.
Depends on the deep. It depends on who you playing against.
Yeah.
Yeah. With three, I played 3, 4, 5 in high school and college, and that was me too. If I played against a big girl, had a little meat on the bones, I was gonna put her to a foot race. I wasn't gonna wear myself out trying to bang down there. So, what is your preparation for going into a game?
Um, for a game, definitely gotta have some fruit with me, and then I'll just be in the back seat listening to my music, looking out the window, trying to lock in before the game. Or if the place is far, I take a nap, listen to my music. Then I wake up and get ready to go.
Okay. So, when you're warming up, do you look at who you could possibly be holding and think about how you could guard them or what moves you could do to be successful against them?
Um, when I'm warming up, I usually don't look down there and try to focus on getting my body moving, getting my teammates ready to play. But after 2-3 minutes, I start to figure out what I'm gonna do against everybody on the court.
Now, one thing that we have in common is we both like to dance and love music. So, Dad said you got a little kind of like a baby jukebox in your spirit. So, how do you? Because a lot of times you're on the court pretty much the whole game. So, how do you keep yourself energized while you're playing?
Um, Probably just like for one, it's like outside conditioning because you really got to condition on your own. You can't let somebody like force you to condition. You got to work on it yourself. So like over the years, he's been helping with conditioning. So like I have good stamina, but also I also got to have like good fuel going, like water during the game when it's timeouts or something like that.
Yeah. So I know, like for me, because I referee now and running up and down the court, I always kind of pick a little song depending on the pace of the game. If I need to calm down a little bit, I kind of pick like a little song that kind of puts me at ease. And then that way I could kind of keep my IQ going, especially if the game is tight for the players or it is a close game and far as points wise. So that's one of the things I always tell people is that you got to know how to redirect your energy because you can't hit the wall. We all can't hit the wall at the same time. So somebody got to stay going. So, okay. So, what have you been working on for us this summer? What have been your summer goals?
Um, Becoming more vocal on the court, more encouraging, but also working on my like guard to guard defense and different scenarios coming off the screen, stuff like that. We're just working on our help side because people like to come trap, so I got to work on my outside passes or what I'm gonna do when they come for that trap.
So, working on reading the defense, seeing what happens, was what they're thinking about doing before it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely building the basketball IQ because one of the things that what people don't realize is that the best offense is knowing the defense. And if you know what defense that's being set, then you already know what to do against any defense. So that's a good thing. So, Dad, how are you helping with this preparation? Because you're coaching her AAU team.
Um, well, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm helping with the preparation because we've been doing this for so long. It's kind of second nature. It's not really. It ain't to me. It's not really like going like people say, let's go get your work in. It's like it's just what she do. It's just part of her identity. So whether she working out with me or whether I'm training, because I own my own training company. I coach her. I have a eighth grade boys independent team that I coach, and then I also, obviously I have my own career that I do. So, I'm in the gym literally every day. So, I always tell her it's no reason for you not to be whatever you want to be in this basketball realm because I tell her all the time, it doesn't matter how tired I am if I get out of the game. If it's 2 o'clock in the morning, she won't go shoot, we're gonna go shoot. I'm just not gonna force you to do it. But if that's what you tell me, if she tell me she want to work out at 6 in the morning, we go work out at 6 in the morning. If she tell
And
me she
that's what
want to
we
come
want to
back, we come back. I don't even like I said, even though I'm tired or something like that, it don't really matter. Like that's what you say you want to do. I'm here because I remember people doing it for me. You know what I'm saying? I remember my coaches doing it for me and opening up the gym on days when they wife was telling them to stay home and don't go up there opening their gym up for them kids, and he was still opening up for us. So my high school coach instilled in me, man, just do the work, and when it's your time to give it back, whether it's with your kid or whether it's with other kids, man, just make sure you give it back to him. He literally would tell us, "I don't want no money, I don't want nothing. All I want you to do is make sure when it's your time, you give it back." So I honor him by doing it, making sure no matter who I'm doing it with, I give it back.
That's it. So tell us a little bit more about your train. What's the name of your training company?
It's the basics skills training. And we I funnel everything I would say I'm in like the East Dallas area. Um, I I have my own gym. I have full access to. It's not my gym. It's a church that I rent out of, but
Okay.
they love me to death over here, so they let me kind of utilize it. We actually here now. I'm just in one of the side rooms doing this, but they let me utilize as much as I want to, and I got a pretty good following over here in East Dallas, and I got kids that come from other places too, but essentially, I pride myself on one, the financial piece of it is I don't make it. I don't make it to where the family got to choose between food, gas, and the essentials, or letting your kid come train. Now, obviously, if I could do it free, I would, but the lights got to stay on. We can't practice in the dark. Um, But it's like I said, it's a good following. I got a slew of kids from all over places, and man, like I said, it's literally what it's called. It's the basic skill training. We start with the fundamentals, and we just build it from there. And the more you get into it, the more I get into it. The better you get, the more I give you. If you and it don't matter age. I think right now my youngest client to this day has been 6 years old.
Wow.
And literally, I was just making it fun for a kid to play basketball when you got them that young. And I got older clients. I trained a few overseas guys when they come back. I've had a guy who was 55 years old. He was an ex basketball player. He was just trying to get back in shape, and I used my drills to help him get back in shape. Um,
Oh, at least I
so
know
it
where to
just
come
depends on who want to do it.
I know where to come to get in shape for preseason. That's for sure.
Oh
So, now
yeah.
tell me, what colleges are you interested in?
Um, a lot of people ask me that question, but I've never really like looked deep into it. I've always just like watching them play. Like I've always like watching UConn or South Carolina people play like that. But I've never been like super duper interested in a college. I just like watching it.
So, has anybody on the college perspective piqued your interest? Like you kind of like their style of play?
Um, Probably like Duke or something like that. Cause like I just like the way they play, how they move the ball, how they play on defense, stuff like that.
Yeah, AJ is our basketball niece. That's one of the young ladies that we met at a very early age, and got to have the honors of being able to watch her grow up and blossom. And so that's one of our babies. So tell us where y'all gonna be. This is hot and heavy season. We got a NCAA is out. Gymnasiums are gonna be packed. Tournaments are going on left and right. So let everybody know where you're gonna be. Where you guys playing next?
Um, this coming up week we got Indiana, and then we got like a few day break, and then we're going to Pennsylvania. Last two sessions of the summer.
So let's say this is July 8th. So this weekend is July 11th through the 13th. You're gonna be in Indiana.
Yes.
11 through
And
the 14.
through the 14th. Okay, through the 14th. What's the name of that tournament?
It's basically the Under Armour session two, the UA session two. It's in Indiana at the Pacers practice facility.
Okay. And then July 18th is the following Friday through the 20th. Where are you going to be there? You said that's going to be in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, and we'll be in Pennsylvania then for the third and final session of the summer.
Okay. What circuit are you on? Are you on Under Armour or not one in general?
We're Under Armour. Under Armour has two circuits. They have a Rise circuit, and a GUA circuit, which is the top circuit. We on the Under Armour GUA circuit.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. Well, you have any questions for us? We're putting everything out there. Like I said, it takes a village, and Dad has put the foundation in you, and I just want to help, just keep you going and growing, and just making a path for you. That's what we're here for. That's what we do, just to let everybody know that this young lady is going to be nationally ranked. What high school are you going to be attending next year?
KCA in Dallas, DeSoto.
Okay. I know
Kingdom,
you can't
Kingdom,
see, but we got a
Kingdom
couple of
Collegiate
highlights
Academy.
going by that's showing your skill set. So unfortunately, you can't see these, but we got your highlight reel going so people can see you're shooting. Like I said, I am blessed. I have really been blessed by you guys saying yes to come on to the show. You are our very first guest to come on to the show. So I definitely want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is not the last. This is the first time, but it definitely won't be the last time that I will have you on.
We appreciate you having us.
So we'll see you. I'll follow back up with you guys to see how Pennsylvania and Indiana went. I wish you all the best of luck and success. heavy recruiting. I know everybody's going to be looking at you. Everybody's already looking at you. You are truly an awesome player to watch. And thank you so much, Dad, for letting me be a part of this journey.
No problem.
All right. So anybody want to know the next show? The next show is going to be July 15th. We're going to double back because this is a family that is full of skill sets and talents. There is a sister. So we're going to double back with this family on July 15th at 7 o'clock. Time back in because we got the sister. Miss Gabrielle Grigsby is going to grace us with her presence. So we're going to see that for a second time. We want to keep them separate. I like keeping them separate. So Syniyah, go ahead and give me a bust move, girl, because we're on our way out the door. Thank you so much for your skill set and talent. Dad said you got moves. So come on. I wish y'all the best of luck. Thank y'all so much. This has been Her Name Is. We have been blessed with the grace and presence of Mr. Leroy Grigsby and his beautiful daughter, Syniyah Grigsby. Number 13. Play all 5 spots. Don't sleep on her. You'll miss an awesome young lady. See you guys soon.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.